Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tyra Janae back with another video. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Okay, we're gonna be talking about finances and money today. Ooh, money and credit. Everyone loves to talk about money and credit, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about that today. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I have a video up, because I have some great content coming your way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started into the video. So everyone gets scared when you talk about money, but money is honestly very important. You need to make sure your finances are in check. You need to make sure your credit is A1. So I'm going to be talking about specifically credit today. Let's call this video Credit 101. I'm going to be breaking down credit, what I have learned over the past few years. I know I'm young, I'm only 24 years old, but I have learned so much over credit. I've learned so much that you're not going to learn credit about it in school. Like if you're in high school watching this, take notes, because you're not going to learn this until later in life when something happens or it messes up, or you happen to come across a video like this and you get prepared before something bad happens. So take notes, because I'm going to be talking about what is credit all the way to helping you with tips. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, what is credit? Some people have no idea what credit is, or they don't just understand it. They've heard about it before, but they have no idea what it is, how it works. So I went to Google and I Googled what is credit. And I'm going to tell you guys the definition. So credit is the trust which allows one party, which could be a bank or something like that, to provide money or resources to another party, which is us, the people, wherein the second party does not reimburse the first party immediately, but promises either to repay or return those resources at a later date. So that's what credit is. Now, what is a bad credit score? What are the ranges for a credit score? The credit score can start from 300 to 850 plus. I've heard of people having actually a 900 credit score, which is crazy, but it can go from, usually on Credit Karma it stops at 850, but you can actually get a higher credit score than that. So having a 300 credit score is not good at all. Let me go to the ranges of what's not good, what's great, what's phenomenal. So of course 300 to like 579 is really bad. 580 to 639 is and then 640 to 699 is okay. And then it's like good, but it's not great. Like you could probably be denied of some things. And then from 700 until 850 or beyond, that is really good credit. So how do you establish your credit? A lot of people ask this question. They might understand what credit is, but they don't know how to build your credit. Like I just got out of high school, I just maybe got a credit card, I don't know how to get my credit up there. So I'm going to be showing you guys what you guys can do to establish your credit, or improve your credit. If you've had some things on your credit report that dropped your credit score, these things will help you to improve your credit, or to improve your credit. So first, you want to look at your credit report. Before you do anything, you want to see where you're at. So you want to download either Credit Karma, that's what I use. It's a free app. You can do it on your phone or you can do it on your laptop, but it's going to make you a profile. It's going to get all your information for you, and it's going to tell you your credit score, and it's also going to give you a free credit report. Now your credit report is everything that lenders or anything, if you have missed payments, if you have student loans, if you bought a car loan or something like that, a house loan, all that is going to be on your credit report. So you want to see where you're at. There might be things in your credit report that's not from you. Someone took your social security and they have things in your credit report that's not in you. So you need to see where you're at. You need to see things that you can probably dispute. You need to see things that are late payments that went into collections. You want to see where you're at. Where is your credit score at right now? Once you figure that out, you're going to look to see the things that can be improved. So there are 6 factors that determines your credit score. There are things that are high impact, medium impact, and low impact. So let's start with the things that are high impact. These three factors are going to have a really high impact on your credit report or on your credit score. So there's 3 things. The first one is derogatory remarks. So if you maybe didn't pay something. So derogatory remarks, I guess those are things like if something goes to collections, if you are late multiple times and the person that you borrowed money from sends it to collections, that's considered a derogatory remark. So you definitely don't want that. That's a high impact on your credit score. That can send your credit score down to the drain. Another thing that's really high impact is utilization, and I'm going to get into utilization momentarily, but utilization is very important. So utilization is basically the percentage of your credit card that you're using. So let's say you have 1,000 credit limit on your credit card, right? And you're currently you spent $300 on something. So now out of the $300, you only have $700 left of space on that credit card. That means that you're using 30% of your credit card. Now that's high. That's really high. You want to stay under 30%. Specifically, you want to stay under 10% for really good. So if you have a really high utilization, if your credit limit is $1,000 and you're using $1,000 of your credit, girl, no, you have 100% utilization. Your credit is going to go down the drain. So make sure you keep your utilization under 30%. And that's on every card. So if you have multiple credit cards, you want to keep utilization under 30% for each card. The last thing that's a high impact for your credit score is payment history. Have you missed a payment? Have you missed 2 payments? That's not good. If you miss 1 payment, that already brings you down to like the 90%. Now, based on Credit Karma, you want to keep your credit history percentage at a 99% or higher. So yeah, you could have over 100 payments, on-time payments, but if you miss one, that already brings your score down. So you want to make sure that you are making payments on time. A tip for payment history is to have your stuff set up for auto payments. So if you know on the 15th of every month, your credit card is going to take out $50 from your bank account, so that you can make sure that you're paying on time. If you forget, or if you forget to write it down or go in there yourself and pay it, just do it for auto pay. That's the best way. And then make sure you add it to your budget so that you don't go overdraft in your debit card if you have an automatic payment come out. So the fourth credit factor, which is a medium impact, is the age of credit history. Now, if you're young, you're not going to have a long credit history. You're only going to have credit history for a year, 2 years, depending on when you first took out your credit card or car loan or whatever that you have. So that's going to be medium impact. That's just, that's something that you really can't help. As time goes on, it will get longer and it'll get better, but that's only a medium impact. And low impact is the total number of counts that you have. So the total number of credit cards that you have, the total number of private loans or student loans that you have, the total number of auto loans that you have. So if you have 2 credit cards, you have a car loan, and you have a student loan, that's 4 accounts that you have. And then another low impact is hard inquiries. So if you apply to a credit card, whether you get approved or denied, that is a hard inquiry on your credit report. Now, over time, that goes away and it doesn't really impact your score that much. But if you're applying to multiple credit cards or multiple car loans or student loans at a time, and whether you get approved or denied, that's going to have a lot of impact on your credit score, because you're having multiple inquiries at the same time, and that's not good. So make sure if you want to apply to a credit card, and whether you get approved or denied, you wait a few months before you apply to something else. So let's get into more tips for improving your score. So we already talked about utilization. Make sure you have your utilization under 30%. If you can, pay the full amount of your credit card at each billing statement. So if at the end of your billing statement it says that you owe $50 on that credit card, if you can, pay the full $50 off and have a balance of 0. Now, a lot of people say, well, a lot of banks say to keep a little bit on your credit card. Like if you have a $50 payment that's owed, to pay maybe like $45, to keep a few dollars on there. But that's not good. Don't do that. Don't listen to them. They're telling you that because they're going to acquire interest on that money that's left over. So don't do that. Make sure that you pay the full amount that you can, if you can, of course. Another tip for if you have a credit card, only if you're new at getting a credit card, or if you're not very good with handling your money, don't get a credit card with a high limit. And don't use your credit card to go shopping, to go out with the girls, to buy new things, like buy new clothes, makeup. No. Strictly use your credit card for gas, or to pay your Hulu subscription or your Netflix subscription and pay that off immediately. You don't want to be using your credit card for things that you could be using from your paycheck, from your debit card. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be harder for you to pay off in the long run, especially if you're just starting out with your finances, if you're not very good with your finances, or if you have really bad habits. You want to get into the good habit of just using your credit card for gas, Hulu subscription, Netflix, something like that. Something simple, low, that you know that you can pay off each month. Of course, pay on time. You do not want to miss a payment, okay? I have missed a payment before. Do not do that, okay? Learn from me. I've actually had one of my student loans go into collections and it dropped my score down like 120 points. This was a few years ago. So I've gotten everything situated with that and my credit score is back up looking beautiful. But you learn from your mistakes. You know, even if you do have a mistake, life happens, I get it. But learn from your mistakes and make sure if it does happen, try not to get it to happen again. You know what I'm saying? So be responsible. Girl, be real with yourself. If you know you're not good with money, don't get a credit card. Don't get a credit card. Until you feel that you are responsible and ready to handle your credit, then you can get a credit card. But if you know right now the only reason you're gonna get a credit card is to pay for some stuff that you are behind in, don't do it, because it's gonna get your credit score rocky. And when it's time for you actually to use your credit, to either you need to get a new car, or you're about to get an apartment, or you're gonna buy a house, all those bad choices that you had in the past are gonna come up to haunt you, and you're not going to be able to get those things that you want. So make sure you're responsible. Be honest with yourself. If you're not ready for a credit card, if you're not ready for that auto loan or something like that, be honest with yourself and tell, you know what, let me wait a few months, get myself together, get my budgets together, make sure my money is good, and then I'll go ahead and apply for that card, because I know now I can handle the responsibilities of the credit card. So yes, make sure you guys download Credit Karma. It's free. This is not sponsored in any sort of way, but my friend told me about Credit Karma maybe like about 2 months ago, and it's perfect. I was using my credit score from my actual credit card, which is the FICO credit score, but that's not very accurate. So because once I went on to Credit Karma, they use TransUnion and Equifax, and that's more accurate to your credit score and your credit report. My score was totally different. It was way higher than what I saw on my Discover credit card. So make sure you guys download Credit Karma. It helps you. It gives you tips. It gives you recommendations for credit cards. If you're looking for a new credit card, it'll give you your approval odds before you apply. It's very good. It tracks everything. If something new comes up on your credit report or your credit card, it notifies you on your phone immediately. So make sure you guys download that app. If I can, I'll leave a link down below for you guys to click on it so you can download it. But I think that's all for credit. I think that's all. So I think I've covered everything. I can do another video with budgeting, because credit to me goes into budgeting and finances and savings, and I'm really into like finances lately, you guys. Like over the past year, I've been really into finances and saving and being prepared and freaking retiring your retirement savings. Like I've been into all that, and I'm trying to get into stocks and bonds and investing your money. I don't really know anything about that though, so I've been watching videos and learning, because I eventually want to do some investing like that. But it's all about financial independence and growth and stuff like that. So I have a lot more videos coming. I don't know if you guys like money videos, but let me know in the comments below if this video is helpful for you and if you guys want to see that more on my channel. I know my channel is about beauty, fashion, hair, and makeup and stuff like that, but I am a lifestyle channel too. So if you guys like these videos, please let me know and I'll keep them coming. I'll keep them coming for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.